onto Oldest Telegraph Road.
Sucked for 4 games, and now he's a Pro Bowler. So this is what the Lions do.
At the stop sign, turn right.
Others there. Well, what's the strangest way you've been fired?
In half a mile, turn right onto South Telegraph Road.
Too much cheese on a pizza.
That's like a fake punt. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, listen, cheese is expensive. Got fired for being too hard of a worker when the management and owners don't know how to deal with veterans with PTSD. That's from Johnny Uber.
Stay in the second lane from right.
In a trade job, got fired by my boss, not from the company, for listening to too much Christmas music.
Oh, my Lord. I mean, the only thing I can think of is, you know, when I got fired at the old place, they purposely did it, the corporate, the corporation did it nationally, 2,000 people, and they planned the date to do it during the day where Obama got inaugurated, so it would be on the back burner, would be big news, his first presidency. So when we were getting told that we were losing our job, Obama was taking the oath of office. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think Rieger thinks that fired. I think Rieger would justify that firing for that guy listening to Christmas music, right?
Totally. I mean, listen, too much Christmas music, fireable offense. You know my first radio job, Stoney, and Heather, and Greg. I worked in beautiful Elma, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first weeks on the radio, I accidentally said the F word on the air. I did not get fired for that, though. I was doing the farm report. I was very overwhelmed. I yelled out in frustration,
Yes.
F! And then I looked, and it was the horrible red light staring back at me, meaning my mic was on. So about 8 months into it, I was
At the
miserable,
light, turn
and I
right
asked my
onto South
boss,
Telegraph Road.
Can I move on? Do you think I have what it takes to move up a market? Because I just didn't enjoy the job. And he's like, absolutely. And he fired me 3 days later. I'm like, why am I getting fired? He's like, well, you went on my internet and you applied for another job. And I'm like, you told me I could do that. And he's like, well, no, I did. And he fired me.
Oh, my Lord.
Then later I found out that he was suffering from Alzheimer's disease. So maybe he, forgot the fact that he told me I could do that to begin with. But yes, I was fine.
All right, coming up next, we'll talk to former Michigan standout, former Pittsburgh Steeler, Detroit Lion, and Persian Doughboy, Larry Foote, as his Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town this weekend. Coming up next, 97 on the top.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. The radio.com sports station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
A season of changes continued on Monday for the Lions as the team fires special teams coordinator Brayton Coombs after his decision to call a fake punt without the approval of interim head coach Darrell Bevell during the fourth quarter of Sunday's loss to the Tennessee Titans. In talking to reporters afterwards, Bevell was asked who made the decision to fire Coombs.
It was, my decision to start, but obviously it's one that I cannot make by myself. I do have a boss as well. So, I took it to Rod, and then I waited to hear from him what they thought was best. And so I would say, clearly it was an organizational decision, not one that I made on my own, but I did have input in the decision.
That move comes as the Lions are getting set to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the day after Christmas at Ford Field. Meanwhile, Frank Reitnow, TJ Hawkinson, and Jack Fox were voted onto the NFC roster for this year's Pro Bowl, which will be played virtually using Madden 21. Based on the vote total, Hawkinson was chosen as the starter at tight end for the NFC. The Pittsburgh Steelers now 11-3 on the season after they lose to the Cincinnati Bengals 27-17 last night on Monday Night Football. Hall of Fame linebacker Kevin Greene, whose 160 career sacks are the third most in NFL history, died yesterday at the age of 58. Today will be a practice and travel day for the Pistons, who will begin the regular season tomorrow night with a road game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. According to a report from TSN in Canada, government officials in that country are expected to reject a proposal which would allow the NHL's 7 Canadian teams to travel without restrictions between cities in that country when the games begin next month. League officials are now reportedly considering the possibility of using one hub city in Canada for those teams this season. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, Stoney and Jansen
for our next guest because he's from here. You can have a lot of friends and family there to watch him patrol the sidelines along with some quarterback who used to play in Michigan. I think his name's Brady or something. Anyway, joining us now is our buddy, the great Larry Foote. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. What's going on, Stoney?
We're doing good. We're hanging in there, you know. Lions, typical. They fire special teams coach yesterday. I mean, certain things never change. Hopefully they will change here when they get a new head coach, a new general manager, and all that stuff. And by the way, I'll start out with that. I was reading, I think it was Albert Breer or somebody on SI.com, names to look out for in the head coaching world. Young guys like Gerard Mayo of the Patriots, he's an assistant coach, and Larry Foote. Are you going to be the head coach of the Lions, Larry?
Oh, man, you sure that wasn't one of my family members printing that?
Oh, man. I mean,
Who did I get the sucker to write that? Who did I get the sucker to write that?
I don't know. Is that something you want to do, be the head coach? Not just here, anyway.
I mean, the older I'm getting, I'm starting to, just turn 40 this year, and moving up has been, crossing my mind, but if that ever crosses my path, I definitely entertain it.
How's it been there for Tampa? This is year 2, but you got some characters there now. Brady, Gronk, Antonio Brown, a potpourri of interesting players, and you guys, got off to a great start, and, the only team you really have trouble with are the Saints, have been playing some strange football, you guys. I mean, last, Sunday, you guys are getting blown out, and then you come back and win the game. How's it been for you this year?
It's been great. We're still learning one another. 2 of those guys we mentioned, I have previous relationships with AB and, of course, Tom Brady. So it was good. I mean, my kids are excited seeing those superstars in the building, and well, they haven't been able to meet them because of the quarantine, but they're excited, got all the jerseys. I got a house full of offensive players, wannabes, so I struggle with that. I try to encourage them to buy defensive jerseys, but they love the offense.
Well, they got Sue. You get them a Sue jersey, right?
I try. They don't. Well, they like Sue dances. Sue, every time he scores a touchdown, he dances, so I get to see that for 6 months.
Hey, Larry, I got to know, do you ever go up to Tom Brady, put your arm around him and say, Tom, what the hell is going on in Ann Arbor? With Harbaugh, with the team, what the hell's going on?
People don't understand. And, I've been fortunate. I've been in this city probably 20 years now. And it is so much abuse that we take in the locker room. And, a guy like me with a big mouth and always shooting at people all the time, they can't wait.
Continue on to North Telegraph Road.
Guys that went to school you never even heard of, they're giving it to me. And, every now and then I get somebody to sucker me into a bet. So it take a lot of abuse in the NFL in these locker rooms, coaches and players.
Yeah, we had Taylor Lewan on the show last week, and he says that Vrabel is just, he doesn't stop. I imagine Golston this year with Michigan State beating the Wolverines was pretty vociferous as well, huh?
See, I didn't let him talk that much trash because he didn't want to bet. I just wanted a friendly $50 bet. He was afraid. He didn't bet, so I said, hey, if you're not betting, you can't talk trash.
In 1 mile,
but he
turn right
definitely
onto
wearing
West
that
Walton
green.
Boulevard.
And Pete, this, my neighborhood I live in, the guy right across the street got a big old S flag right outside his house. And I just can't get away from these Spartans. I can't get away from them. I'm all the way down in Florida, and I got to see that green S, white S, whatever.
Larry Foote joins us on the Stoney and Jansen show. All right, in all seriously, my favorite word about your alma mater, what do you think's going on, especially defensively? And, when we joked about, head coach, if Harbaugh said, look, we got to get rid of Don Brown, I need a defensive coordinator. Larry Foote played at Michigan. Larry Foote knows what it means to be a Wolverine and to try to beat Ohio State. Is that something that you would be interested in? So basically a 2-part question. What the hell's going on down there, and would you ever want to come to Ann Arbor and run the defense?
For the first part, NFL, so you gotta plant that talent. And guys gotta
At the
grow.
light, turn right onto West Walton Boulevard.
I just look at it like stop the run. I get we got young DBs and everybody, from a fan perspective, you always bang on the DBs. But stop the run. The last couple of years, Ohio State ran the ball 300 yards, and Wisconsin, just a couple weeks ago, with our last game against Penn State, 200 yards. So I think Don Brown, them guys, they got to stop the run. They got to figure out how to stop the run. It's just a talent issue. You got to do something as far as scheme to stop the run. And I don't know, that'll be a tough one to tell my wife and kids we got to move back to the cold. They complain in the summertime when we come home for a few weeks in July when the sun don't come out or if it's 60 degrees, they upset.
Hey, Larry, I got one more about Michigan because I wonder. Around here, everybody always says, Lord Manuel's got to find a way to make Jim Harbaugh happy, or they need to, come to some kind of joint communication that they're going to go their separate ways.
In
But no way you can
3/4 of a
fire the
mile,
guy.
turn left
Why
onto
can't you
Baldwin
fire
Avenue.
Jim Harbaugh? He hasn't been successful. What are you? You're an alum. You watch the games. You talk about everybody in the NFL giving you grief. This guy can't do the job. Why not just get rid of Jim Harbaugh?
Well, I mean, he wins, 70% of the game?
Yeah, but you can, any of us could win the games he wins.
It's not that easy. I mean, as you know, but I look at it, I think he's doing a good job. And to beat Ohio State, if you look back at the Michigan teams in the glory days in the 80s and 90s when we beat Ohio State, because, that's mainly what we care about, beating Ohio State, we had NFL quarterbacks. And Ohio State has always had more
At the
talent.
light, use
just
the
in
left
state
2
of
lanes to
Ohio.
turn onto Baldwin Avenue.
And we got to get a proven quarterback that can beat those guys. And we just haven't had any luck
Turn
yet
left.
since he's been there, getting a bona fide NFL quarterback that can go down to Columbus and beat them guys.
In 2.7 miles,
Supposedly they have
at
one
the
coming in,
roundabout,
but the
take
pressure
the
on
second
this
exit.
kid as a freshman next year, J.J. McCarthy, is going to be crazy. About your team, and then Saturday taking on the Lions, when you look at the Lions on tape, what do you see from Matthew Stafford? Because as you know, he is so polarizing here. I think he's good, but not elite. And then you look at some of the throws he makes. There was one I saw on Twitter yesterday, the no-look touchdown against Tennessee. He does things that nobody else can do, but he also makes a lot of boneheaded mistakes. Where do you stand on Stafford?
I'm a Stafford fan. I think everybody in this building, there's a lot of people around the league always talk about his talent. I played 1 year with him his rookie year. It was amazing, that stat I read a couple weeks ago, that he only had 1,000-yard rushers since he's been in the NFL or something like that.
Yeah,
And
Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
And those type of guys, he's not the tallest guy. He's a gunslinger. Sometimes you got to protect them guys by, run the ball. It ain't going to be 50-50 like back in the days, but it can be 60-40. And, play some defense, keep him out of harm's way, protect him from himself. A lot of times I like to say these gunslinging quarterbacks who think they can make every throw. And he can make every throw, but every now and then, a guy with the other jersey on going to kick it off. So I think you got to build a run game. I know a lot of coaches last two coaches probably said that when they came in there, but you got to get that man some help bars with running the ball and keep the score down. So you see the comebacks that he does. So he got it from upstairs, and as far as the competitor, everybody knows he's tough as nails. So I think I would start there to try to build that run game up and just protect him.
Speaking of quarterbacks and smarts, Tom looks as smart as ever. His arm isn't, as consistent as it was. It was great in the second half on Sunday. Is he slowing down a little bit at least? Can we at least say that? Because he's still really good, right?
No, I think he's just figuring out. I think just with the coaching staff and just his offense, learning new players. We got a lot of weapons. And, he's trying to appease all those guys. And I just think it's a learning process. Even though he's 43 years old, and I always remind him every other day, he got to look great right there on the side. But I think he's just learning.
the roundabout, take the second exit.
To the dance and see what happens. But to answer your question, you don't look like you're slowing down to me. On the field or off the field. And, you know, he's always drinking his special water. He's got on the road, he's got all these tables that he's carrying, like massage. I mean, he's into his body. I don't see him eating in the cafeteria, all the fat and greasy food. He got his own little prep meals, you know, to keep all the fat off of him. He definitely takes care of himself.
So he's not going to have his favorite place, Mr. Spots, delivered coming in Saturday night before the game from Ann Arbor, huh?
I don't know. We got some former equipment staff that they're saying they're going to get it delivered. I know we can do Uber Eats and stuff. You know, of course, we know people over at Spots, so I won't be surprised if I walk in that lobby and I smell those wings. You know, you smell them 2 miles away. As soon as you get out the freeway, on 94, you can smell those wings.
Well, have fun on this weekend. I hope you get to see your family for a little bit. It sucks that there's going to be nobody there. And hopefully, you know, since we have no team here, it'd be great to see Larry Foote in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that'd be amazing down here in Tampa. So you got to keep calm and fighting, trying to get a ticket.
All right. Larry, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, the best to all your family, and thanks for coming on. And we'll tell Jansen you said hello. I know you played with them. Your rookie year for the Lions, too, right? Or his Stafford's rookie year. Stafford's rookie year. You guys
I played my freshman year at Michigan.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Be good, Larry. Thanks.
Tell T.O. I said hi.
All right, we will.
I remember the show you did with T.O. You guys used to do the Lions postgame shows, and you got to arguing about Pistons back in the day.
Yeah, the Pistons played. I had to do some baseball. You know, his baseball knowledge wasn't up back then, but hopefully he didn't caught up to me, but I had to shoot him a couple days.
But by the way, now that the Raptors are playing in Tampa, I don't know if the Pistons are playing, you know, they allowed fans to see the Raptors play in Tampa, and the Pistons will be there eventually.
Yeah, they're going to allow big fans. You know, this Florida stuff is pretty open. Well, I shouldn't say that because Detroit is a little crazy right now, but...
I know, you can pretty much do anything in Florida. The governor there, I know, the governor says, I don't care.
In half a mile,
Just
at the roundabout, take the second
Florida.
exit onto South
All right,
Baldwin
thanks,
Road.
Larry.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Larry Foote, former Wolverine, former Lion, and Tampa Bay Buccaneer assistant coach, joins us 97.1.
All right, guys, so this year has been very stressful, and for some, that stress may have led to hair loss. And hair loss, as you know, is a big deal. It can be devastating for both men and women. But here's the thing. You don't have to suffer from thinning hair or from a receding hairline or a bald spot. And that's because Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration is one of the most recognized experts in the country on hair restoration. For over 25 years, he has performed thousands of procedures and over 2 million grafts. He is the surgeon that you can trust not only to restore your hair, but also your confidence. And the best part about Dr. B is that he provides the most advanced hair restoration techniques available. So that means he is going to work specifically with you to determine the procedure that will get you the results you want to achieve. Now, Dr. B is going to make sure you feel very comfortable, and he only works with the most skilled, hand-selected, dedicated medical team. You can also go download his book, No Hair. It's a comprehensive guide to all things hair restoration, and it's available right now on MichiganHairRestoration.com. Now, here's the part you definitely don't want to miss. For a limited time, Dr. B is offering 97.1 the ticket listeners $1,000 off retail price. Yeah, you heard that right, $1,000 off plus 0% financing on your hair restoration procedure. That's incredible, and it is the perfect time to schedule your appointment at MichiganHairRestoration.com. And remember to take advantage of Dr. B's limited time offer. Just tell him Heather sent you.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, more road work is coming up today in Waterford on Dixie Highway northbound after Telegraph, periodic right lane closures, and then again from Walton to Andersonville Road. Then you'll also find road work scheduled to block the 2 left lanes this morning, 75 southbound from 696 to 9 Mile until 2 this afternoon. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The
special early registration offer for Michigan sports fans. Just go to betrivers.com, complete the registration, and they'll give you $50 in site credit. You'll be able to use it when they officially take their first bets in Michigan. How exciting is that? Sign up today at betrivers.com. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117. Pending regulatory licensing.
The holidays are a great time of year, and the values are even better due to the Kia Command the Season sales event. Hi friends, Bill Dowling here, telling qualified buyers that you can now lease a 2021 Kia Forte LXS front-wheel drive for just $129 a month. Leases for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year with $2,000 down. We have over 300 Kias available, so for a great deal and a great deal more, come visit our new dealership on 14 Mile Road east of John R. in Madison Heights. Remember, we want to see you in a Gowan Kia, but it all ends Monday night at 8 p.m. Check us out online at GowanKia.com.
Tonight's the night. Santa's trusting us elves to take care of the North Pole while he delivers all the holiday goodies. Wooden ponies, dolls, Xfinity.
Xfinity?
It's only the awesomest internet ever. Naughty or nice, they let you pick the speed that's best for you with options faster than gig. And you get internet with top-notch coverage.
Did you make Xfinity, Dad?
No, but I made the wooden ponies.
I guess those are good too.
Enjoy fast, reliable internet and great coverage. Plus, advanced security is included at no extra cost with the Xfi Gateway. Simply log in and activate through the Xfinity app. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Ask about our fastest speed, 2 gig up and down. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires eco-bill and autopay. Ends 1/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet 25 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Turn right onto West
It all
Forest
starts
Road.
with just
Then
one
turn
thing.
left.
This holiday season, invest in some LED Christmas lights. They use significantly less energy than regular bulbs. It all starts with one thing. Find tips and more at onethingus.com. What's your one thing?
Does learning a language feel like this?
No habla español? It's hablo? It's hablo.
Turn left.
Yeah, like good day, good morning, I think.
I can say, je m'appelle David, but that's probably it.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
This year is my year to get fluent in Spanish, and Babbel is definitely going to help me do that. The app is so easy to use, and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need.
Since my husband is from Guatemala, I'll apply what I've learned in Babbel to our real-life situations.
I've tried other language learning apps, and nothing really stuck. Babbel's been a complete game changer for me.
Hoy es miércoles y el clima está muy bueno afuera. Estoy con fome. Eu no tomé café de mañana.
Je suis des États-Unis et du Vion-tu.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. Just go to babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Free shipping is great. Free shipping no minimum. That's that Walmart Plus magic for your holiday. Get all your last-minute shopping done with free next day or 2-day shipping on a huge selection of eligible items from Walmart.com. With no order minimum, free shipping means the freedom to click that order button to your heart's content. Just another added benefit to your membership. Maybe that's why they call it Walmart Plus. Start your 15-day free trial today at walmart.com/plus. See membership details. Restrictions apply. Help Mother Waddles to help those in need by donating your car. Your car donation to Mother Waddles will provide food and shelter to the poorest of the poor. Call Mother Waddles today and change a life. Call 313-WADDLES. Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds.